All right, we're on there today. As you guys know, this the one and only Mr. Danny, Daniel Lampone, Uncle Daniel, as everybody calls me. Welcome to Free Your Mind. We're on. The next episode is on now. We have the one and only Osita in the house. Osita is very, very, very good friend of mine, as I call him, the nephew and everything.
Nephew?
Hey, I have to, because, I'm like in dog years, I'm probably like, a little bit older than you.
Uncle Danny.
I'm in the house. So everybody give it up for Osita. Osita's in the house.
Yes,
Osita,
sir.
welcome to Free Your Mind. Come and enjoy yourself when you're here. Please feel free to say whatever you want.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me on as first guest. I feel honored. You know what I'm saying? Osita David, live in the flesh and blood, a.k.a. the hype man on duty, a.k.a. the main event MC. Daniel, me and you would go way back, man. I've been coming here to the shop, cutting my hair since 2016. So this is like the 9th year we've known each other.
It's a long time.
Yeah.
A long time. So it's about time we throw it down.
Yes, sir.
Osita, everybody know you as Osita.
Yeah.
The one and only. The hype man on duty in pretty much like the lower mainland. Mm-hmm. But I see lately too, you've been traveling a lot. You've been going out of town. You've been going to Nanaimo. You've been going to Calgary.
Yeah.
So, Osita, you went to SFU, you got your degree, you did everything.
Yeah.
So other than that, what else do you do?
So other than my hype man business that usually takes up most of my weekends, I work with the Vancouver Canucks. Yeah. I work with the Vancouver Whitecaps. I work with Nike as well. So I have different jobs that I do. You got to stay paid out here in Vancouver. Vancouver is expensive.
Too expensive.
Yeah. Other than that, I also do some mascot jobs, like, working with all the sports teams as well. So I'm always looking for a good payday, so I'm always active and ready to work.
Wow. That's a lot of jobs.
Yeah,
How you able to juggle everything and still be able to do? Because I think I have a lot of jobs, but talking to you today, I think your jobs are more than mine.
Yeah, man. It's all about work-life balance, like having a set schedule whereby you're able to get work done and still have time to do what you want to do. Like in my free time, I like to watch wrestling, I play soccer, I stay active when I can, and if I'm not doing any of those things, I'm just resting.
Wow.
So yeah, usually I'm working almost every day. So
yeah, I can see.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how you balance it out, because I see myself trying to balance work, my kids, their activities, trying to get into politics, trying to get into, volunteer for the communities as well. I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
So, in the 7-day week, how is it like, on a regular week for you?
So usually my Nike schedule is mostly like 5 days a week. Sometimes it's like Sunday to Thursday.
Okay.
Or it could be Saturday to like Wednesday. And then sometimes I get one day off during the week.
Yeah.
And then like the weekend, hopefully I have it off. And then that allows me sometimes to go out of town to do my hype man gigs, events in like Calgary, Nanaimo, Victoria. I actually just came back from a short tour with my friend in Calgary. He runs Run It Back Entertainment.
Okay.
He does. He did an Afro R&B party around like Western Canada. So he did Vancouver, he did Edmonton, Nanaimo, Victoria, Saskatchewan.
Wow.
I think he went to Winnipeg as well, and then he's finishing it in Calgary. But I did 4 of those dates. So I did Vancouver, I did Nanaimo and Victoria on the island, and then I'm going to Calgary this Friday for the tour finale. Yeah, man.
I know. Was it the same one that was a Barnum that was there?
Yeah, it was at Barnum. Okay. Yeah, that's the one you came for.
Yeah, Daddy, thank you, man. You're able to hook me in, but I didn't really have to pay.
Yeah, man. We got you. As long as you don't bring 10 people.
I know, man. I couldn't help it.
Yeah, remember, it's a business.
I know. The homies wanted to come, so I'm like, okay, why not? So I was at where? I was at Cactus down to Yale Town.
Yeah, I thought you were coming with just your wife. And this guy pulls up with like 4 other people.
I was, but then I got there, and one of my homies, Backyard, called me. Backyard's like, yo, what are you doing? I'm like, yo, honestly, we downtown. I'm downtown with my wife. She's like, okay, are we coming down to see you? So they came.
Yeah.
And
You
one of
came
my
with everyone.
homies, my homie Cliff calls, like, yo, where you at? So I'm downtown.
Yeah.
It's like, where you going to? I'm like, Barnan. It's like, what's going on? I told him, yo, Osita told me there's something going on, so I'm pulling up.
Yeah, of course you had to tell the whole block.
I have to. But I didn't tell them that everybody's getting for free. But when we got there,
We sorted it
it was
out.
kind of weird a little bit. But some we all able to get in. I
Yeah.
appreciate it, man. No, but that day it was cool. The ladies got in for free. We didn't have to pay. And the homie back here kind of did a bottle service.
Yeah.
So I was
Big
like,
man back
yeah,
here.
I never done it before, but hey, back here, I thank you, appreciate it. You made me look good that day. Even though it cost me like $200 later on.
Uncle
Yeah,
Danny.
money that I didn't know I have, but it was good. It was good, man. And Osita, I know you went to SFU.
Yeah.
People don't know.
People don't know.
They don't know you're a smart guy.
I actually studied economics at SFU from 2016 to 2020. But I don't like to tell people like, oh, I went to university. I like people to believe what they want to believe. Like if they think I'm just in the club every weekend, drinking, doing all sorts of stuff, I want them to believe that that's their version. Right?
Yeah.
They don't know that I'm a graduate. They don't know that I don't drink and smoke.
That's
Stuff
what
like
that's
that.
what I was about to get to because I see before when you're in university, you're out at nighttime chilling with your homies, and then the next day you're in class, and the next day the ones that were drinking, they don't even make the class.
They're nowhere to be found. That's the thing about me. Like, because I didn't drink alcohol and I don't drink till now,
Okay.
I was always able to recover with just sleep. People who
Yeah.
have hangovers, people who have, what I'm saying, like, waking up and like they don't even know how to
I
function.
feel you, man.
I can never relate because I've just never had that feeling. It's like I just don't indulge.
No, but that's good because I know a lot of kids that come here by themselves without parents. Say about out of like 100%, maybe 50% fall out of the line. Some of
Yeah.
them they forget what he here to do. They end up joining some of their friends because I know the people that you came with. Some of them I can say the ones that you brought to the shop. Most of them, out of probably like out of 20 people, maybe 10 of them are was
Still
able to
around,
finish.
yeah, man. Yeah, like
Some of them I don't even know where they are. Once in a while I run them downtown. I'm like, shit, what happened to you, bro? You alright? They're like, yeah, man. I'm like, yo, you done school? They're like, no. I'm like, so your parents spend all this money. What do you use it for? But sometimes, like I said, the parents send the kids all the way from home to here thinking they're going to be doing well. But I know here, when you're by yourself, it's not easy.
I had to make that decision like from a young age. Like
Yeah.
before I came to Canada, right? I already knew
Yeah.
that I didn't want to drink or smoke. I think I've had that kind of mindset since I was young. Like growing up, like seeing like like I didn't grow up with my dad.
Okay.
That's one aspect. I didn't grow up with my dad, but whenever I would see him, he would come pick me up, and then we'll go to a bar, like
Yeah.
and then I'll get like a Fanta or a Sprite,
Yeah.
and he would get like a couple of beers, and I always used to see him drink, and I don't know, for some reason I just told myself at a young age that I won't be drinking or smoking anytime, and I've stuck with
wow.
it all time through my life. And when I became a hype man and started
Yeah.
my hype man business, I wanted to be more involved in the entertainment scene. I wanted to build my brand on the fact that I was sober, and I was trying to prove to people that you don't need to drink to have a good time. And that's what I have been doing, and I've been shedding my light, throughout all parts of, BC now especially. So yeah, I've stayed true to what I started with, which is don't drink, don't smoke, don't do drugs. Yeah, man, and super straight edge.
So how was it? I didn't even know you didn't grow up with your dad.
Yeah,
How was it like, growing up in Nigeria with you and your moms? How was it like?
it was. Yeah, it was interesting because yeah, like my parents divorced before I was born.
Oh wow.
So yeah,
Okay,
very,
okay.
very very different kind of scenario. So yeah, I grew up with my mom, but I also grew up with my grandma. And already, like my
Yeah.
grandma is basically like my best friend. She basically raised me with my mom. And she was basically someone who I always looked to for wisdom. We all grew up in a big family house, like 6 bedroom house in Lagos. So I was always close to my grandma. When my mom would be at work, I'd come back from school, I'd chill with my grandma. She would make nice Nigerian food. Sometimes she'll make Jamaican food as well. She's Jamaican.
Yeah, that's what people don't know. They don't know
Yeah,
that
they don't know that I
your
have
grandma is
Jamaican.
Yeah, they
Yeah, I
don't
have
know
some.
that.
So I have Jamaican roots. My grandma is Jamaican, so part of my family is also from Jamaica, which makes me,
Yeah.
people don't like the whole Nigerian and Jamaican combination. I don't
Hey,
know why.
but sometimes it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, man. But yeah, like growing up with two of them was really good. But I see myself closer to my grandma any day, anytime. Yeah. So
So yeah, so pretty your grandma raised you with your mom.
with my mom, yeah.
So
My
yeah,
relationship with my mom is also kind of here and there too.
yeah, because grandparents let you do whatever you want to do.
Yeah,
Because with my kids, when a grandma comes home, anything they want, grandma does it for them.
yeah,
And my lady, whenever she wants something, she just use my daughter to get to the grandma sometimes. But you know what? Sometimes it is what it is.
yeah,
Yeah, grandma's supposed to do what your parents will not let you do. And I've actually experienced that right now with my kids. And sometimes it's fun. They
yeah,
love their grandma. When grandma comes home, the house is crazy.
yeah.
They'll be
Because
jumping and going down,
she's
man.
allowing them to be free. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I always felt free around my grandma, even though obviously she would discipline me when I would go out of
When you
line.
yeah.
But like I just always felt closer to her. She also had better cooking than my mom.
Yeah.
She also was more caring and more endearing. Um, Fun fact, like yeah, I basically see her more as my mom.
Mom, yeah.
Honestly,
'Cause
yeah.
you was there with her
Like
all
I
the
have two
time.
moms
Yeah.
basically.
So what? Do you have any brothers and sisters at all?
I have a sister.
Same mom, same dad?
Same mom, different dad.
Different dad,
So I
okay.
think that's technically my stepsister.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's back in Nigeria right now.
How old
She's
is she?
18.
Oh, so younger than you.
Yeah, younger than me, and she's actually special needs as well.
Oh wow.
She has Down syndrome, but she's learning, doing a lot better now.
Yeah.
She's growing. She's in school. So yeah,
Wow.
a lot of people don't know that too.
No, most people
You know what
don't
I'm
know.
saying?
Yeah. No, but it's good. It's good. That's why we are here. We on free your mind.
Free your mind,
You
baby.
gotta be relaxed, say what you want, and feel yourself. And
Yeah,
in this world, if you're able to open up to people and let them know how you are, you know what? God opens the door for you.
Yes, sir.
Things get better and better and better and better.
Yeah.
But what actually got you started as a hype man?
So, what started me off was I've always loved to dance.
Yeah.
I've always been, someone who's always high energy.
Yeah.
So when I first came to Vancouver, I was my first year in uni.
Yeah.
I buckled down. I was in the books. I was doing my thing. My second year in uni, I started going out to the clubs. I just wanted to go dancing. So
enjoy
I would
yourself,
go. I would pay. I had a friend who I was in school with. His name was Venice.
Venice. Oh, I know Venice.
Yeah.
I know Venice.
He moved out of BC,
Yeah.
but me and him used to go to the club. Shout out to Venice.
Yeah, Venice, what's up? What's up? If you're watching,
Yes, sir.
Hype Man is saying what's up, man.
Yeah,
All the
so-
credit is up to you.
So we used to go to the club together, to this club called Alexander Gastown, and yeah, it was in Gastown, obviously. I used to play hip hop music. I used to go out there, dance, and then I just used to just let myself free and just vibe on the dance floor. And then I used to see people taking videos of me, and I was always wondering like why it was such a big deal. And then me and him started going together even more, and then it became like a tag team thing, like in wrestling. So like we'll be like having synchronized moves. People would think we're working at the club and stuff. So one time, one of the people who worked there, she actually came up to me. She also mentioned like, "Oh, you guys are always here. You guys are always paying coming in. We always see you guys. You guys don't even drink. Like,
Yeah.
what do you guys do?" I was like, "Oh, we just come and have a good time. We're
Yeah.
students." So, I think they saw that I was getting the crowd going without even trying.
Yeah.
So I actually got offered a job to become like a promoter there. So I would like do street promo. I would hand out like flyers
Okay.
2 hours before the club open, make some money. Then I'll go in for free. I just wanted to do that so I could get into club for free. Yeah, I didn't really. I wasn't even seeing myself in that aspect of like, oh, I'm gonna work at the club. I just wanted to get in for free so I could go dance, and
Yeah.
it was like cardio for me. So, yeah. So I started working at Alexander Gastown. Shout out to Cassandra. She was the manager there. She's the one who spotted me first time in the industry. So
Yeah.
she's major part of like my
Everything
development.
everything that you've been done.
2017. So like that started in like 2017 September. Then I started bringing people from SFU to the club as well. So I started like putting people on guest lists, making a little bit more money.
Yeah.
Then the club, after a while, kind of like phased out. It kind of shut down.
Yeah.
And then I started at Fortune. I started going to Fortune. So I had to build my brand up there again. So
Yeah.
Fortune was a way bigger club. And I just went there with Venice. We danced all night. I started getting access to the stage. I would dance on the side of the stage. People would be videoing me. It was cool. At that point, I wasn't even working there.
Yeah. You're just chilling.
So the same way, like they spotted me and then basically got a job there as a promoter. But I used that as a way to showcase my talent. And that was just entertaining audiences, going crazy on the dance floor. Shout out to DJ Seko, DJ Marvel. Those were the top DJs back then. They still are right now too. So it was amazing, man. Like I never had an opportunity to showcase that I love dance, and I was able to do that at Fortune at Alexander, and I was slowly trying to become an MC. So I did a bunch of Afrobeats shows, concerts.
Yeah, I remember all those ones.
Yeah, like I think one of my first ever ones was Mr. Easy in 2018.
When Mr. Easy came.
Yeah,
The
so
Commodore?
it was at the Vogue Theatre.
The Vogue Theatre,
Yeah,
okay.
on Granville. So that was my first real kind of like MC mic experience thing, and you know it was a good experience. It was fun. I believe it was with Strictly Afrobeats and DJ Roscoe.
Roscoe, shout out to you, man.
Yeah, exactly. So it was a very good opportunity to do my thing in 2018, and ever since then, I was getting more opportunities. Didn't get all the opportunities I wanted at Fortune.
But honestly, sometimes, maybe those ones weren't for you.
Yeah, so like I wanted to become an MC at Fortune, and then there was always something along the lines of like it wasn't gonna happen.
Yeah.
And I was just basically dancing on the side of the stage. But the funny thing is that while I was dancing on stage, there was another MC, but all the spotlight was mainly on me.
you.
People would be videoing me. I would go onto the dance floor. It's like people weren't even like
didn't even care about the MC.
they didn't really look or interested in the other guy who was MCing. And I didn't even have a mic, and I was able to deliver such a presence. I think that's what made me have more stage presence, was like basically just having that access at Fortune.
And the fact that you're like 7 feet tall.
6'6", not 7 feet.
Hey, I call it 7 feet. Because to me, when I'm around you, I feel like I'm like a baby, man.
Yeah, man.
Even your shoes, what size is your shoe, man?
14.
Damn. Size 14. If you kick somebody in the butt, that person will fly from here to Nigeria just like that,
Nah,
man.
man, I'm a peaceful guy. I don't
No, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Because, man, every time I see you, because sometimes I think you remind me of, what's the soccer player's name? The guy that used to play at Tottenham. Peter Crouch.
Peter Crouch.
That guy was tall.
Yeah, Peter Crouch was 6'7".
Yeah, he was tall. By the way, he used to play. You think like he's like 2 feet tall or something. So after all this, how did you get him? No, because I used to see that he used to be doing them. I think the SFU games.
Yeah. So I actually got opportunity to MC while I was at SFU. So I used to host the basketball games there. Yeah. I was the mascot there as well. So yeah, I got on the mic. I got more comfortable doing that. So I tried to pitch to the club, Fortune. I was like, I would like to MC. I've promoted here. I bring people in on guest list. I just want to do my thing on the mic. And I wasn't really given that opportunity, which was fine. And then, so after a while, I just basically built my name I used the venue as a way to elevate myself, my brand.
Yeah.
I started shooting dance content outside of the club, so people would know me. I used to wear these like white goggles, like sunglasses.
Okay, like so back in the days.
Back in the days.
The one Asha used to wear on his forehead.
Yeah. So like they used to be called cloud goggles. So I used to wear them. So a lot of people used to recognize me, and I just used to go to the club and just do my thing. And then after a while, I kind of like stopped. I stopped wanting to be a promoter because I knew that I wanted to take the stage. I wanted to be able to showcase my talent on the mic, dance, and entertain people. That's what I was born to do.
So now anybody that if you're having a party, you having a show, if you're having a wedding, anything, you know
Call
who to
on
call.
me.
The one and only.
Yes, sir.
Osita David, the half man on duty.
Yep.
So Osita, what are some of the challenges you face since you're moving from Nigeria to here, and then being by after school and everything? What are the challenges you've gone through so far?
Challenges. I would say I get homesick pretty like quite a lot
Well,
sometimes.
do you miss the goosey or miss the jollof rice?
I miss all of it, man. I miss seeing my grandma, like
I can imagine.
especially towards like the end of like the year.
Like Christmas time.
Yeah, because I usually used to go back every single year after like after the uni semester, like
Yeah.
in December I'll be home, but I haven't been back home since like 2022.
How come?
So I don't know, I'm just here.
Yeah.
So I just feel like now, yeah, I do miss home a lot. I'm gonna go back this year for sure, and I know another challenge I would say would be, I don't know, the weather is so bipolar in Vancouver. People complain about the weather, but I don't know. It's very sometimes it's like sunny, sometimes
Something
like
that's not. Yeah.
hella rainy.
But honestly, I'll take the rain over -40 weather any day.
That's true. Yeah, because I have a bunch of friends in Calgary and they tell me it's like -30, and that actually makes me thank God for the weather that we have
Yeah,
here,
because
bro.
Vancouver is like, we know we rain in Vancouver. I call Vancouver the California of Canada.
California, Canada. I think you're the only
Because
person.
sometimes, one day you wake up in January, you're wearing shorts.
Yeah.
December, you're wearing flip flops, and then next thing you know, you're wearing a hoodie and like a jacket. You know what I mean? Vancouver is crazy.
Bipolar.
Me, I've been in Vancouver since '94, but honestly, I've enjoyed every minute of it. I've traveled outside, but when I
Yeah.
come here, it feels good. Cause I remember when I said I wanted to be a pro soccer player, I traveled to Germany.
You wanted to be a soccer player?
Yeah, when I was younger, I wanted to be a soccer player. That's all I pretty much, I lived, dreamed, that's all I did. I lived, breathed soccer.
I also wanted to be a professional soccer player.
But then, after what, I think in 2002,
Yeah.
I was supposed to go to Sweden, but then my older brother got sick. So I ended up flying from here to Boston, stayed there for about 6 to 8 months, take care of him. And I came back. A few weeks later, he passed away.
Wow.
So I'm like, So I went back for the funeral. I lost the contract.
Damn.
And then I came back again, and then I was playing for Douglas College.
Oh,
Yeah, so
back then?
Back then, yeah, I played Douglas College. I wasn't that bad.
I didn't even know that, man. We've known
yeah.
each other for 9 years.
Oh, I played. Right now, if you go to Douglas College, you go to where the athletic office
The
is.
roster?
Yeah, my picture is there.
What position were you?
I was a striker, midfielder.
Striker, midfielder?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Ghana, I was a midfielder, but when I came here, here they didn't have a lot of strikers at the university, so they put me as a striker.
Same here. I used
Yeah.
to play defensive midfield back
And
in
I was
high school.
banging goals left and right. I didn't know I could score goals because in Ghana, if you're a midfielder, your job is to pretty much like tackle, get a ball, give it to the guys to go and score.
So I used to play defensive midfield as
Yeah.
well in high school. And then when I moved to Canada, I started playing up front as a striker. So I still play, but not as much as I used to when I first came.
Yeah,
Man.
because
time
of the,
is
the time you're doing and everything.
Yeah.
So right now? What do you? One thing I want to ask though, honestly, how did you get inside with the Whitecaps and the Canucks?
Good question. So, while I was still at SFU, I got offered a job to be the mascot for the BC Lions in 2019.
Okay.
So, imagine I was still in uni,
Yeah.
but then I got a job with the BC Lions. It was a mascot gig because I had dance talent. I was also the mascot for SFU at that time. So, I think someone on there, a representative from the team actually reached out to the people at SFU.
Oh, okay.
That
okay.
they wanted to inquire about me. So yeah, I had a meeting with them, and then they offered me the position. So when I was done with the BC Lions at the end of 2020, because obviously the pandemic kind of like
the pandemic, they killed everybody's dreams pretty much.
yeah.
I became a
Shout out to the pandemic though,
Oh.
because I actually learned how to video edit
Okay.
during the pandemic. So it was good for some things, but bad for others. But yeah. So after working with the BC Lions, that was a really good look on my resume.
Yeah.
So a rep from the Canucks reached out to me, asking if I could be a part of their hype team.
Okay.
So yeah. So I got a DM on Instagram. They were like, yeah, they're already done hiring, but they'll be down to hire me.
Oh wow! So that's very nice.
I didn't even apply to be on the team. I was
they came and got you.
Yeah, I think it was because of my BC Lions experience. So that really opened a lot of doors for me because from there on, I worked with the Canucks and then that moved in with the Whitecaps.
Whitecaps. I saw last time you posted with the Whitecaps.
Yeah, so I work on the fan experience team with the Whitecaps.
What do you do?
So just on game day, just kind of like ensuring that the fan experience is going well. If they have questions around, stuff like that. That's entirely different to my job with the Canucks. The Canucks is basically I'm on the hype team. I'm throwing T-shirts into the crowd. Okay. We're starting chants. We're waving the flags, doing dance skits. Fun times, man.
So you just make sure the fans don't sleep during the hot game.
Yeah, they can't be sleeping, man.
I see people sleep. I've been to Whitecaps game and I'm sitting there and then back then when Kofi and them used to play, we go to the game. You see people. You try to make noise. They're like, "Hey, please take it easy," and you see people are sleeping. It doesn't happen anywhere else except here.
Yeah, remember when Alfonso was playing there?
Yeah, I remember Alfonso.
Main man, AD.
Alfonso, what's up? When you come here, please, we out here. We love a jersey. You've
been asking for that jersey since like 2019.
I've been asking for so long, man. But every time he comes here, I never see him because now it's always he's here to go. He's on the go all the time.
I'll remind him. The next time I talk to him.
I still have the video with me, you, and Alfonso when you guys came in.
I remember I brought him. I brought him to the shop that one time.
Yeah. No, but since that one, I gotta give you credit.
Appreciate it, man.
You brought me most of I say 99% of all the SFU guys from you. Everybody I know from SFU is from you. So you know what, man? I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. I appreciate
that. I appreciate it, man. Because without you, I don't think I'd be a barber. That time I was learning how to cut.
Come on, man.
Yeah, I was learning how to cut. You bring me everybody.
You were cutting hair before you met me, bro.
I was cutting, but it wasn't like I was cutting. I was just cutting, learning how to cut. It wasn't really like a full-time job.
In 2016?
2016, I was just here and there cutting. I wasn't really interested. But the business was here. The business started in 2006. It was just Nancy. We had Cody. We had BK came in.
Yeah.
We had quite a few barbers. By the time one guy left, one day he came and said he doesn't want to cut no more. He wants to go to Vancouver. So I'm like, why not? So that's the same day I started cutting full time.
Wow. What year was that?
I think 2014, 2015. I messed up a lot of people's hair, but hey, it's okay.
Hey, you didn't mess up mine. 9 years later, I'm still here, man. If you had messed up my hair, I would have gone somewhere else long time ago.
I appreciate that. I appreciate it because I know, man, honestly, the barbers, since I started cutting, I've gotten into so many opportunities.
Yeah, man.
I met a lot of superstars.
Celebrities.
I get a chance to go to every place without even, paying.
You got a picture and a video with Alfonso Davis, courtesy of me. So now, he's a superstar, he's a Champions League winner. So now you can show your kids when they grow up, like, oh, you knew someone who was a Champions League winner and all that kind of stuff.
The funny, sometimes I remember my daughter.
Yeah.
I used to tell her, hey, I know Alfonso. My daughter's like, yeah, whatever. You're always talking. Everywhere we go, you know this person. So one day, I was at home. I get a phone call from Osita. It's like, yo, I'm in the area. That day we were close.
I remember,
So I'm like, what's up? So, I put my pants on, came to the shop. I came, guess who was here? Alfonso.
Yes, sir.
So, and I brought my daughter. She didn't even know that Alfonso was coming.
Yeah.
So I brought her. She came in. She saw Alfonso. She was like, ah! And then fast forward, 2 weeks later, we saw Alfonso at the African tournament.
Yeah. Took
a picture of Alfonso. Now, that picture is still there. Sometimes she pretends like, she's not a fan, but she's a fan.
Yeah.
She loves Alfonso.
Yeah.
So Alfonso, when you come, please, man, everybody will love to see you.
You know the SFU soccer that we play on Sunday?
Yeah.
One time, before he left, he just randomly texted me that he wanted to come through, and then he just pulled up. He played soccer with us.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. That was before he moved to Bayern, though. Yeah. I don't think he can do that anymore.
No, now he can't because, he doesn't want to get hurt or something like that, right? Man. No, but honestly, everything that you've done, I love it so much because everything you're doing, I love it. Keep doing it. Because without it, who knows where we'll be today? You know what I mean?
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, and I see you now. You make videos for some of the soccer players too as well.
Yeah, I mean, I don't do that anymore, but I used to. Yeah, I used to make some videos. I started with Alfonso.
Yeah, I remember.
And then I did a bunch of my other homies who play soccer, like Thelonious Bear, who plays in France now.
Oh, wow.
Augustine Williams, he plays in the US. Some other players too. It was good. I think I did for Ayo Akinola. he was also playing in the MLS. Was playing for Toronto FC. So I made some highlight
Yeah.
videos
Yeah.
for some of the soccer players. That was all through him because like he posted the video I made for him,
Yeah.
like, tagged me. This was back in like 2020,
Oh wow.
2021.
Okay. Okay.
So yeah, it was a good way to kind of like do something different, and it forced me to learn how to video edit for myself. So now I make my own content.
so you don't have to pay somebody.
So I don't have to pay someone.
and wait for like a few weeks. It doesn't
Yeah,
show up.
or like get a videographer that is gonna take basically 4 weeks to make something that I won't like. So I want to have control over my own content in my own way. But yeah, man, yeah.
So Osita, what do we see for you in the future?
So in the future, you're gonna expect a lot more events outside of Afrobeats.
Yeah.
I do hip hop,
Wedding.
40 clubs, weddings, but particularly in the club scene, I don't just do Afrobeat parties. Like a lot of people think like because they see me on a lot of those, they think that that's all I do. But I go to Nanaimo and then I MC at like clubs where it's like 80%, 85% of a diverse crowd, like white people, other people. So it's like it's always gonna be like a mixture of different kinds of music, and I like that kind of stuff.
I mean,
Dance
I like it
music,
too, yeah.
EDM, top 40. I can MC to all of it. So it's like that's what you can expect from me. Probably also like some more video editing. Yeah, just lots of good more stuff. Check out my Instagram, Osita David.
You on Twitter? You everything? X.
Yeah, X at Osita Dave. That's OSITADAVE. And yeah, that's what I do.
So what is the funniest thing that's happened to you in the last few weeks?
Funniest
Yeah.
thing. Funniest thing. Oh, so I actually I was on WWE TV out of nowhere, out of a shock. Like I was
Just
in
like
the
that.
arena. Yeah, I was in the arena, and then like Logan Paul came out with John Cena's music.
Yeah.
And that was very weird. So a lot of fans were like shocked. So like I had my hand on my head like this, like with a crazy facial expression, and then the WWE camera caught me. I don't know if you can put a clip in here. I'll send it to you. But like,
please, send
I'll
the
send
clip.
to you,
Let's
but,
put it
like,
in there.
It was
Yeah, we gotta
like
put
a
it
very
in.
meme moment. Like my face was like,
Wow.
so it was kind of funny to see. And then all of a sudden, like I went home, and then my homie texted me saying, "Yo, bro, like I just saw you on the Netflix WWE thing." I was like, "What?" So I checked it out and I saw it. I was like, "That's so
wow.
funny."
That's cool. That's cool. So how was it when you went to Toronto for the WWE?
It was amazing, man. Like I'm a huge WWE fan. I went there last summer to watch Money in the Bank. It was like a WWE show, like with the ladders and stuff. It was pretty cool to watch. But this time around, it was more special because I never got to see John Cena wrestle.
Yeah.
And it was the first time I got to see
That's
him.
nice. How about The Rock?
I saw The Rock too. He was there. I haven't seen him wrestle before, but this is the first time I've seen him live, which was also very fun. Cody Rhodes, CM Punk.
So you saw everybody.
I saw basically all the wrestlers that I like and all the wrestlers that I grew up watching when I was a kid back in Nigeria. So it was a really, it was a cool full circle moment for me. Like I like to spend my money on experiences like that. So I didn't mind, going out there, dropping over 1K just to make sure that I have a good time out there.
Yeah, because man, instead of buying Hennessy bottle in the club, at least you get to go away and go watch wrestling, you know?
Exactly, man.
It's-
That's priorities.
Yeah. Yo, but I never seen you with a girl though. So what's going on with that department? You've done everything. I see you all the time. You dancing and do but what's going on in that department? You girls, you married, you sight anything going on with you? What's up?
I'm not married, but I do have a girlfriend.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Because I know girls always asking Osita, where's Osita? They go to the club, he's dancing by himself, he's sweating by himself.
That is, yeah. But at the end of the day, you just got to block out the noise and lock in. But yeah, I am seeing someone, and I'm still doing my thing.
So Ryan, let's say there's some ladies out there that be trying to holler at you, or what's gonna happen?
They can't holler at me.
Because now you got somebody now.
Yeah, because I have a girlfriend.
Oh, that's good. That's good. So sorry for the ladies, man. The ladies are trying to find out Osita now.
There's plenty of guys in the club that
sometimes
are available.
With the ladies feeling you, they ain't feeling the other people. You know what I mean?
You are trying to put me on the spot, and
I
it's
gotta
not
put you on
gonna
the spot.
work.
That's why we
Uncle
are here.
Danny,
That's why we're here. You know, when you're here, I told you, you gotta free your mind. You know,
Free your
enjoy
mind.
yourself. Enjoy yourself. And enjoy the conversation because you don't know what I'm gonna ask.
I know. I
You
didn't
know?
expect. I didn't expect it to go this far into the.
Hey man, you know, don't worry. Ladies, holla at me. I'll find Osita for you. I'll find somebody for
Holla
you.
at Danny. Do not.
He'll find somebody for you. Me, you know,
Yeah.
I'm out of the market. I got 5 kids. I got a wife at home.
You got
but you know
5
what?
kids.
Sorry, 4 kids.
4.
Four
Is it
kids.
4 or 5?
Four
You don't-
kids.
You
Four
don't even
kids.
know
Four
how
kids.
many kids he's got. Wow.
No, I gotta make sure. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 kids. Got a wife at home. So me and I got nothing going on in that department.
Yeah.
But if you want to come and get your hair done, so you feel free to come to a name. You know.
Yeah. Make sure you come to a name in New Westminster,
We are
401 Columbia Street.
We out here.
I've been here since 2016. I'm still cutting my hair here.
Osita, we love you. We really love you, man. You know, like again, everybody give it up for Osita. Osita, we really appreciate you. Thank you for coming, taking your time out of your busy schedule.
Yes, sir.
Coming and hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
And then,
I actually
you know-
took my night off at the Canucks to be here. So
Oh, we really, really appreciate you, Osita.
and I appreciate you.
You don't know
too.
how much I appreciate this.
I really appreciate being the first guest on the Free Your Mind podcast with Mr. Danny or Uncle Danny. I think you should
Yeah.
go by Uncle Danny. I think it's a cool vibe.
You know, I am
fits.
Uncle Daniel. I'm Danny. I'm Daniel. Mr. Ampon, Mr. Enim. I'm everything. It depends where I am at that time of the day. But wherever I am, you know how to reach me.
Yes, sir.
We are here. So thank you, everybody. We appreciate you. Osita, like I said, you know, one love, man. There's nothing better than this, man. Take your time out. The busy schedule coming in now. Give us a hop.
One love, Uncle D. Thanks
I
so
appreciate
much,
you
man.
so
It's
much,
been
man.
Osita David, the hype man on duty. It's been
If
wonderful.
you have events going on, please reach out to Osita. He'll make your event fun and very, very, very good.
Yes, sir.
That's all I can say.
The hype man on duty.
If you don't know him, check him out on Instagram, Facebook, X, everywhere. We out.